How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about potential Team of the Week for investments, predictions, and all of that. As well as we'll talk a little bit about the current Team of the Week, what we can do for out of packs. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on it, and make sure you guys subscribe for more FIFA 21 content. And without further ado, I guess we can start off with the predictions. We had quite an interesting weekend with, two teams, blowing leads and drawing, which really hurts our, Team of the Week chances. We really do have a much better selection this week than we did last week. To start off, it looks like we're probably going to get a Lewandowski or Muller card. Both had very similar stats. I think they had both had 2 goals and an assist. It's just down to what EA want to give. I know sometimes they go off FIFA ratings. But again, it's really just a toss-up between the two. We also have the potential for a Timo Werner, card, but Chelsea tied 3-3. We had the chance for either a Sonaldo or a Harry Kane inform, but unfortunately, Spurs botched that lead as well. So kind of unfortunate, but, there's still good players to choose from afterwards. I know there's a toss-up between Pablo Sarabia and Kylian Mbappe. 2 cards, no one wants Sarabia, but we do want Mbappe. Mbappe had 2 goals, but Sarabia had a goal and 2 assists. Again, it's really down to what EA choose. A lot of people are predicting Mbappe to get in. I hope Mbappe gets in because that card will be really, really fun to use, and it makes for, a lot better investments, honestly, especially with the current rate the market's going at, which, if you guys did not watch earlier this morning's video, I do recommend you guys do that because we do talk a lot about market conditions through the week, and it's important to time these investments, correctly, especially leading up to, Team of the Week coming on Wednesday. Regardless though, some other cards that are going to get in that are nice. We have Memphis Depay and Marcus Rashford. Both had really good games. Both are likely going to get in for sure. I really do like Depay's card. Depay is a really fun card to use with the Dutch links have been huge this year. I think an inform will be really, really good, and it'll be fun to use if you get that card and use them around, especially with the Dutch players we have this year. Really, really fun cards to use. So I'm not going to predict the whole Team of the Week, but really, if you guys don't watch me every week, what I do is I go over some of the good players because realistically, investing in the smaller players is never really a good idea. I don't really like to do it unless we're getting a Team of the Week that has like an 83 rated center back coming towards, big promos. The reason that is because, good fodder, like center back fodder, those cards always rise the most, but I don't think we're going to get any good fodder or any good SBCs for that matter throughout this next week. So, talking about some investments, we'll start off with the big one. I know this one's very high budget, obviously. But Kylian Mbappe, he's an expensive one. Obviously, he's about 1.2 mil. We went over him this morning. He might go up a little bit, might go down a little bit. You can potentially try to win him for under 1.2, like this guy is on bid. You might actually get a little bit lucky. Again, like I said, it's really tough to invest with the market, and I will advise before you guys jump into any investments, just sit and wait and look at the potential, what the market could do, because as you see there, one just went for 1.18, 1.185. So we see a few cards actually getting listed a little bit lower. But like I said, you guys do want to be careful with the current market conditions and invest at your own risk because these could go south. But based off the past, we've seen, out of pack golds, very meta, going out of packs do very, very well. I think Mbappe, as long as he gets in Team of the Week, this could be a very good investment indeed. With him, for selling wise, I'd advise selling before Team of the Week comes out because, like I said, he is a toss-up for, potentially missing out due to Sarabia having a really good game. So just be aware in investing in someone like that. Another one I like is Memphis Depay. I didn't see too much of him come the, in Weekend League, but a really solid card he has. I know one thing about him is that weak foot, but 3-star weak foot isn't too bad with 5-star skills. I think he's fairly priced at, it looks like you can get him for a little bit under 12k. A very solid card. I think, he can go up a few K. Not a bad investment at all. Very safe realistically too. with French links to a potential Team of the Week Mbappe, and as well as the potential for, just those other Dutch links. I really do like them. Anything under 10k is probably a good buy if you could snipe him for under that. And again, just look to sell, either at rewards or on a Friday or something like that. I think this card should do fairly well. And, if you can snipe him at, that striker position or a cam position, I think that's even better. This is a really good card to do, like, position change trading with. The next one we'll look at is Rashford. Rashford, very, very meta in the, this game. I didn't actually see any Rashford during the weekend at all, and that was just due to seeing a million Manes. But Rashford's really, really expensive. Personally, for Rashford, I'd look to maybe stay. It depends what he goes to. He's a really risky one. Yes, you can buy pretty low. Like, if you can buy him lower than, what his usual price is. But for an 85 rated left mid, I just think it's a little too expensive. Yeah, he's got 4-star weak foot, 5-star skills. But it's just a matter of, can he hold this price with the current market conditions? Keep in mind, the current market conditions are not too good at all. At about 170k, you can buy this card. It's just a matter of, can he hold that price? So Rashford is one I'd probably look to stay away from. And realistically, I mean, with some of the other investments, these ones are really tough to do. But again, I like to invest in those really, really meta players. I just don't think it's worth, investing in other cards at the moment because, we've seen how weak the market is. It's just a matter, like, if you go for someone like Lewandowski, he's not super, super meta in this game. I really didn't see much of him at all this weekend. And the reason is, he's just not really, he's not a great card to use because he's a little bit on the slower side. Looking at this card, he goes for about 120k. Yeah, he's got 4-star, 4-star, but with a 78 pace, it really kind of just depletes the card. The lower agility and balance, it's just hard to use a card like this. And with him going out of packs, I just don't see him going up too much. Yes, you could probably invest in him. Yes, you could probably make a few K. But, regardless, again, this is another toss-up Team of the Week card who potentially could miss out due to, Muller also having a good game. So something I would look to do maybe with cards like Lewandowski and even the other cards as well, maybe look for link investments. A lot of people are predicting that Mbappe card to start at left wing. I'd say go for Neymar. But Neymar is, he has the left wing card, so he's a little bit of a, it's a little hard to invest in someone like Neymar. But if Mbappe gets, a striker card, a striker inform card, this card is going to go up a lot in price because he links very well with that, Mbappe. So again, look to do link investments. Same with Rashford. I'm sure, like, if Rashford gets an inform, you'll see Martial go up. You'll see, Pogba probably go up in price. It's just something that happens. Link investments usually do, fairly decent when we come to. But again, like I said, please be careful buying some of these cards because it's very, very risky to do. Because, with the current market conditions, these cards could go down more before the end of this week happens. So just be aware of that. Finally, we'll talk about some Team of the Week 3 investments. The only cards I'd ever look to do is like Ramos and that Firmino. I'm not a huge fan of really any of the other cards. Reason is they're either already priced in fairly well or, they're just not great. The only cards I would look to invest in aside from these two is like those discard informs that are about, 81 to 83 rated. If you can get them for 10k, you probably could look to sell them for like 13, 14, eventually when SBCs come out. So Ramos's inform is about, 250-ish K, plus or minus a little bit. Realistically, the card would probably just do well because it's going to go out of packs. This card could go up a little more. Again, wait for a bigger dip. If you can get in a little bit lower, I think it's not a bad idea. Because the big gap between Ramos and Van Dijk, and Varane and Ramos, I think this, inform Ramos could go up quite a bit. He's a pretty good card to use. He's not too bad at all. With Firmino, similar things. Look to see if he drops any more, especially with pack supply coming in. I'd look to buy probably tomorrow for these cards, on Tuesday, or even, you know, Wednesday right before they go out of packs. Firmino looks like he's a little bit less than 200k. Not terrible, but, you know, he is a little risky to, you know, kind of go in on because, you know, that pace is a big deciding factor on his card. Yeah, so it looks like just about, you know, 195 you could find some for. Firmino, a very good card, but again, you know, same thing with Lewandowski. Is there enough, you know, pace on the card? Is there enough demand? The dribbling's very good, and he's a really good cam if you know how to use him. It's just a matter of that pace with the 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. So again, be cautious on someone like this. I'm not a huge fan of, you know, this team of the week. I said not a great selection, but, you know, a few players might do well, you know, leaving packs. I think Firmino could go up a little bit, and just due to rarity of the card later on, you know, in a few weeks, maybe this card goes up even more, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video today, please drop a like on it. If you guys have any questions, please drop them down in the comments and I'll answer as soon as I can. And make sure you guys subscribe for more FIFA 21 content. And until next time, peace.